Knew they had a good basketball team. They had size, they had shooters. They have a high IQ. They have grit, guts, everything that you want in a basketball team. They've got, just like we've got. So you had two teams meeting each other like that. Their play is not indicative of their record. They played a tougher non-conference schedule than we did. Fortunately, that we got another team in our conference that will play some people like they're playing. And, I appreciate that, and I appreciate Kerry and their team. They fought hard. We fought hard. It was a great game for our fan base.
Questions?
Coach, you've beaten the number 2 team and the number 3 team in the conference standing by combined 56 points first time through. What does it say about where this team is at and where the conference is at right now?
Sam, we don't look at that. I mean, I'm not trying to put you down. I know numbers, sometimes they get confusing, but you can throw kind of all that out the window when you get in a game like the one we got coming Saturday. We shot 60-something% against them down there and beat them. It's been in their crawl ever since. We're the only team that's beat them in the conference. They're going to come in here fired up. They've had all week to get ready and condition. We had to play a tough game tonight. To be honest with you, I'd rather had to play the game we played tonight. This is what Division I basketball is about, those games that we had out there tonight. And we're going to have another game like that Saturday. They're more athletic than Liberty, and they're well coached. And I don't see I see the same type of game. We're going to have to come in ready to play. And I was really proud of our kids, really was. I mean, every one of them, I can come right down the line and give you something positive about each and every one of them during this basketball game.
Offensively, Liberty was kind of keeping pace with you guys for the first quarter and a half. What did you guys do defensively?
Well, we wasn't trying to keep pace with them. I can tell you that right now because I think they hit, the first 7 shots? I'm not for sure on that, and I'm thinking I'm getting on my coaches because I kept telling them they had a pretty good basketball team, and it was proven out that they were, But then we kind of knuckled down there and made a shot or two, and just – we knew coming in, rebounding and defense and pushing the ball was our 3 things we had to do to beat them. And that's what we were able to do.
Anastasia was able to score 20 points in just 18 minutes against, one of the few bigs that can match her up size for size in all of college basketball. Do you think the fact that she can go against size like Julia and practice every day prepared her?
Well, I'll tell you what prepared her. She prepared herself. She watched. We know how much film each of them watch. On their iPads and their phones, on their iPhones. And so we can check that. We put it on there and we can check who's getting on there watching film and who's not watching film and how long they're staying on there watching film. Don't usually have to do that. But during this week, Anastasia, Matt, and Tom checked it. Anastasia watched more film than anybody we had on the team because she knew she had a big challenge with this young lady. Smuda, I think's her name. Any more questions?
Savannah Wheeler was able to get going, sort of attacking the hedge that they were doing.
She's a player. She's a a winner. Courtney's a winner. First time I had to get on Courtney probably in 3 years was tonight. Shoot the ball. Lead us. And she took, and right there late, she stepped up to and started shooting the ball and quit worrying about it going in. What she ended up getting? She ended up getting 14 points, 8 rebounds. 31 rebounds to 29, so we out-rebounded them. We only had 8 turnovers, We shot, for the game, 56%. So that's not too bad. They shot 33%. So we should have won the game. Kerry is a good friend of mine. He's a Tennessee boy, and he's you don't win 525 games, guys, at a place, and that's what he's won at Liberty in 25 years without being a good coach and having good players. So we respect our program. We respect Kerry with a lot. He's a good guy, real good guy. He's one of the last few good guys remaining in this business.
What does Courtney Whitson do every game that doesn't show up in the box score?
Lead us, talk on the floor, rebounds, making good passes. I wasn't happy with that first pass, by the way, in case you didn't know. But just every little thing, all the dirty stuff, You take a 3-time, she's 3-time all-conference, guys, and she's averaging 9 points a game. Some people would be all upset about that. I've never heard a word out of Courtney. You would think somebody's 3-time all-conference, they'd be they'd want to be averaging 20, 22, 23 points a game. This is my year, my team. That's not her. It is her team, but she's about winning, and that's it. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I hope I got 2, 4, 6, 7 granddaughters. If they could grow up to be like Courtney Whitson, I'd be a very happy individual. Leave it at that. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Coach. Nas, Coach just shared that you watch more film this week than anybody on the team getting ready for this game. And how did you prepare for going up against a player like Smoother that can match up with you size?
I knew it was going to be a tough game. I know she's a good post player. I just went there with respect, and I just was obviously, how they say, that was studying her, and just tried to play straight up with her, and was just trying not to foul, even though I did, but yeah.
It seemed like you got confidence when you got that first shot to go over her. How did that grow throughout the game where you're supposed to get 20 points in 18 minutes?
I would say first half, yeah, obviously is the most confident moment for me because it was the first shot I even tried to put in. So it just kind of was going. I knew that I had to, and I knew that my teammates trusted me, and I couldn't just miss the easy ones, so I had to put them in.
So, man, you guys had 4 turnovers in the first quarter. You guys ended up with 8 for the whole game. How did that help you guys' offense flow a little better when you kind of cut those turnovers out?
Well, in the first few minutes of the first quarter, we kind of, I went a little bit sporadic a little bit in the first few minutes of the first quarter. So once when I start calming down and just letting it come to me and just going for the flow, everything else started settling in for everybody. So really just kind of stay calm-minded and just do what we can to put my teammates in position for them to score.
Savannah, it looked like y'all made an adjustment on the hedging that they were doing where you were able to get downhill against it. Was that an adjustment that you made mentally? How did y'all figure out how to attack that sort of going into the second and third quarter in particular?
So a lot of it's just got to think real quick with it. So if they hedge me but there's still 2 of them are still kind of guarding me, then the pop back's going to be open. So that'll give enough time for Nas or Courtney to pop back and shoot the open 3. So really just reading it and see how far they're helping and how far they're going back. So kind of all of it, really all of it's just kind of right in the moment, on the spot thought. So.
When you do the first few games, you guys beat the second and third place team in the conference by combined 56. I know you guys take it one game at a time, but what does it mean how does it speak to just kind of the preparation you guys put in to beat other teams that are good like that by that many points?
Yeah, like you said, we take it a game at a time. One of the things that we've been focused on right now is a 4-game season in conference, so making sure we just won that 4, so we'll be on to the next 4, and making sure that just because we're beating, people think that we're trying to run the score up, but that's not the case. We're playing for something much bigger than what you see. So all these times when you see, oh yeah, these kids are doing great, there's a lot, these 2 have a lot on their plate. There's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes to prepare for this moment, and not just saying, hey, like some of our teammates or schoolmates are like, dang, y'all just blow people out, we're not coming to the game. There's a lot of work that goes into blowing people out. It's not as easy as it looks, so I'm proud of them for stepping up tonight.
Courtney, when Jalen was in here last week, the team defense has really grown a lot this season.
Yeah.
Y'all have started communicating better. How have you seen that growth on the floor, particularly on some of the help side that you were doing with the bigs?
Yeah, I think when I think about defense, I think about in the beginning of the season, I was like, what can we do to change our mindset on defense? And I think about people like Lex Whittington. It starts in practice. Every single day we do our defensive scout, and she would take it so serious, like we were playing the championship game. And so I think we made the transition since conference play has started to really hone in practice on our defensive scout, and I think that's transferred into the game. It's allowed us to unite because we feel that rhythm. Just like offense, you got to have rhythm on defense, on team defense, the way we play. So I think we've gotten better at that.
Courtney, when Coach Essel was in here a minute ago, he said that a lot of players like you who are 3-time all-conference, it's your last year. He said a lot of players like that would kind of come in and be like, hey, this is my team, I want to score all the points, get all the accolades, stuff like that. But that's not you, obviously. How much pride do you take in doing the little things?
I mean, I just realized that like my game is not for me, so I try to make them better. Sorry, I just get frustrated with myself. But the purpose of my game is to not the limelight. You know, I don't like that. I like to, whenever we win championships, just like he says, people, you're not going to remember it when I'm 20 years down the road, the fact that, oh, I scored 40 points in a game or shot this many threes. I'm going to remember the rings that I have, you know, the teammates and the relationships that I've formed. So it's just that part for me. It's much bigger than basketball. Yeah. No, don't stop. Savannah, we're about to start. All right, don't start. Oh, you're making me and Sam for the crybabies on the team. Yeah. And Nozzle will cry too. Coach is like, you have 4 games left out here. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to start by myself.
Savannah, FIU is obviously a very talented team that's had a lot of success this year and is going to be really active and excited for this game, particularly with them having a full week to prepare. What do you all have to do in practice tomorrow to get ready for that quick turnaround?
I mean, we just got to move on to the next one. We just played them just about 2 weeks ago. So, I mean, it's not like we've had a lot of time to not play them. So, really just kind of getting into film and taking tomorrow real seriously, and then it's going to carry over for Saturday. So, really just dialing in tomorrow, getting as much treatment we can get as well, and really just diving hard into tomorrow's practice.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.